If you voted for Trump, you hate our military, you hate our veterans, and you hate anyone who's ever served our country. Because what Trump says is a reflection of your values. And what he said today in his Memorial Day post was not only disgusting, it was psychotic, and it was an embarrassment to our country.
The MAGA movement is a disgrace to Memorial Day. Here's why. First of all, the whole No New Wars crowd seems really thrilled at the thought of Donald Trump cutting billions of dollars for things like Medicaid and food stamps while adding trillions of dollars to the Pentagon. Donald Trump claims to care about our veterans, yet the Republican Party votes against funding veterans programs every chance they get. Trump's Pentagon chief, Pete Hegseth, says women shouldn't even be serving in the military, which is complete disrespect to all the brave women who have served this country and put their lives on the line for this country. I bet a lot of Trump supporters don't even realize that there are women serving in the military. They probably don't realize there are trans people serving in the military, and they have made a huge sacrifice for their country too, only to be disrespected by the MAGA regime. And I've had a lot of Trump supporters tell me that I'm not a patriot because I criticize our government. No, a real patriot is willing to use their First Amendment rights to speak out against their country. That's what we get as Americans. Being a patriot doesn't mean blindly worshiping Donald Trump and however he wants to spend your taxpayer dollars on endless wars.
Today is Memorial Day, and instead of Donald Trump honoring those soldiers who have fallen, he decided to make this post on Truth Social saying, "Happy Memorial Day," including the scum that spent the last 4 years trying to destroy our country. He made this a political message on Memorial Day. But this is nothing new for Donald Trump. Remember when he said, "Does being captured make you a hero?" regarding John McCain? Or how about last year when he said that the Medal of Freedom was equivalent to and much better than the Medal of Honor? Or how about the time that Donald Trump called fallen soldiers suckers and losers? And lastly, how could we forget about this political stunt here that was heard around the world? Donald Trump using Gold Star families for a photo op in Arlington National Cemetery. A photo op that is explicitly prohibited for these grounds. Yet Donald Trump ignored it and still used this as an opportunity to advance his political career. The reality is that Donald Trump has very little regard for our service members and only uses them when it's convenient for his political advances.
If you're still under the unbelievably asinine impression that Donald Trump is a stable genius, I've got to know what kind of Downy softener you use on your fucking brain, because it is wrinkle-free. I mean, in the last few days, the completely stable genius syphilis brain septuagenarian gave a nice long speech about trophy wives, golf, and the late great Al Capone. And while that might work at a table of gross old men at a goddamn retirement home, it did not fucking work at the West Point commencement ceremony. He's evidently just now come to the realization that he can't trust Vladdy Daddy, a realization that the rest of us came to somewhere in between realizing that Santa Claus wasn't real and taking our first fucking history class. I guess tweeting on repeat, "Vladimir, stop," doesn't fucking do anything. Shocker. And then the motherfucker uses Memorial Day, a day we're supposed to remember those we've lost, to spread a message of nothing but distrust and fucking hate, wherein he calls Joe Biden a decrepit corpse. Hey man, you might want to look in the fucking mirror and check your depends before you talk shit. The thing is that Donald Trump is terrified of the day that his slack-jawed supporters no longer take, "Hey, it was the guy before me's fault," as an excuse as to why their life fucking sucks now. And that day is coming.
Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So I came across this videos on my FYP and I tend to share with you guys. So Memorial Day just happened and lots of people are now coming out to really speak out about the Trump's post. Okay, his post, his Memorial Day post is going viral on TikTok and people are beginning to talk about it and how they feel that it wasn't necessary in the first place, why he's making the kind of post that he made and what prompted it and all of that, that he should have just celebrated, you know, the heroes and not make such posts on Memorial Day. Well, I'm just going to let people's reaction roll, then I'll come back with my commentary. Okay, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. Let's have that conversation in the comment section. What do you think about today's video and his post, okay, and people's reaction? Let me know in the comments. Carry to all creators on this video. Let's go watch.
He is the President of the United States. There is an expectation of professionalism that comes along with the job. Do you know how many people have died for this country? 646,000 men and women in uniform have died in combat for the United States of America. And our commander-in-chief cannot even have the common decency to post a Memorial Day post honoring them and their sacrifice to our nation. And instead, he posts this. Not one word about the men and women who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our democracy. Not one word. Instead, he uses his platform to score political points, to own the libs, to call Joe Biden and the Biden administration scum. Then he has the absolute audacity to declare Memorial Day a day of peace, which is really rich, considering that we are still funding bombs to Israel that they're using to kill children in Gaza. He has placated Putin since he's been in office, who has been killing innocent people in Ukraine for years. And he has spent the last 4 months dismantling American protections that ensure that every American has equal access to our democracy. And what is even more unfathomable to me is that there are still people out there who go, yep, that's my guy. That's my guy. That is the guy I voted for, Trump 20 forever. I cannot even imagine something any more unpatriotic. I really cannot. And I feel like it is time as a country that those of us who do not support the idiocracy that is the commander-in-chief, the president of the United States, that we stand up and we call these people out for their unpatriotic behavior. Because I'm telling you, 646,000 men and women didn't die for this man to get on social media and just talk trash all the time. For what? Owning the libs? Is that what it? Oh, he's trolling y'all and y'all are falling for it. He is the president of the United States. There is an expectation of professionalism that comes along with the job, and he has none. Zero. He's not a good businessman. He's not a great leader. He isn't a patriot. He's not saving our democracy. He is ruining everything that these 650,000 Americans died for. And he can't even muster up a sentence to say thank you, to show gratitude. He has no human decency. He is not just disgraceful. He is downright un-American. Downright. You cannot convince me that you can be a patriot and you can love America and you take the day, the one day of the year that we honor the people who died for our America, who made it possible to have a democracy where we can elect a president of the United States, and you can't even use that day to put your political BS aside and say thank you? It's a damn shame.
Yes, I know that we've all gotten numb to this. I know that he does a version of this for every single holiday, but today's Memorial Day, and just imagine for a second that you are a Gold Star family and you are trying to honor the legacy and the memory of your loved one who died in the line of duty, and then having to swallow this disrespect on top of it. Like, not a day goes by where I am not embarrassed by President Straightjacket, okay? But certain days, like today, thinking about those Gold Star moms, it just hits a little harder. And then I find myself objectively analyzing my own reaction to this, right? Because, like, carrying around that much anger and rage can't be good for my health or my blood pressure, right? But at the same time, ignoring it, letting it slide, or tuning it out, or acting like it's no big deal, that too is dangerous. Because generally speaking, fascism isn't good for anyone's wellness. You know what I mean?
I know, it's not Wednesday, but damn it. I hope you really hear me on this, especially if you're someone who still supports Donald Trump. Because what he posted this morning, Memorial Day, wasn't just offensive, it was heartbreaking. It was bitter, it was personal, it was full of blame and ego and rage, and not even a sentence, not even one sentence about the people today is actually meant for. And I already know what people are going to say. He was fighting back, he's under attack, he's not wrong. That's politics, I get it. But today's Memorial Day. This is the one day we set aside as a nation to honor the men and women who never came home. The ones who gave everything. The ones whose kids grew up without them, whose parents buried them, whose names are etched into a stone because they stood in our place. And this man, our president, used today to post a rage-filled tirade and slapped Happy Memorial Day at the end of it, like somehow that made it okay. It didn't. It just showed us again where his head is at, where his head has always been, on himself. And I don't care who you voted for. I've said that before, and I mean it. But regardless, you have to ask yourself, is this okay from any president? Would you be fine with Biden posting this today? Would you be fine if Obama had done it, if George Bush had? This is not about right or left. This is about decency. And if we're so loyal to a person that we've lost our ability to be honest when they screw up, then maybe this isn't loyalty anymore. Maybe it's something else. A real Memorial Day message could have been pretty simple. It could have said, today we honor the fallen. We remember their names. We hold space for the families who carry their absence. May we live lives worthy of their sacrifice. Period. And if he had something else to say, he could have said it tomorrow. That post could have waited. But respect doesn't wait. If you've lost someone in service, you deserve better. Your person deserves better. This day shouldn't be about him. And if we're someone who read that post and felt even a flicker of discomfort, good. Sit with it. Let it bother you. Because this isn't about being Democrat or Republican. It's about being human. And no matter what side you're on, we should all be able to agree. Grief is not a prop, and Memorial Day is not a platform for your tantrum. I'm Zach. This is Holy and Human. And if your gut's telling you something's off, you're not wrong.
I think this is one thing that have actually united a lot of Americans. This Memorial Day has taught people a lot of lessons, and so many people are beginning to freak out and also find out that they made a huge mistake in the first place. Because tell me the reason why he would want to write a political post on, on Memorial Day. This day is set aside to celebrate fallen heroes, right? And all of a sudden, you're making a political post on that same day, in line with whatever thing you're talking about. What happened to just celebrating those people and how they have given in their best to service and all that? Instead of you doing all that, what you did was to start talking about somebody that, another, maybe your predecessor and all that. Does that really make sense, you guys? And coming online, I'm seeing a lot of magas are really reacting to this. A lot of palm colored people are not excited that he made this post on today being the Memorial Day. I've also seen videos of people who are saying, this is one of the reasons they do not like Memorial Day, sharing their stories and all that. And some person saying that's so disgusted about this, right? That post should have come tomorrow or come next tomorrow, whenever you feel like, but not today. That you're supposed to be celebrating people, heroes who gave in their best for the country, people who devoted their life to serve the country, to protect the people and give peace to the country. Instead of you doing that, celebrating people who lay down their own lives, okay, for the country to be the way where it is right now, what you decided to do was to make a post that I don't think that post was, for me. I just feel that that post was uncalled for. It wasn't what was supposed to be posted today. Of all day, it wasn't, right? Memorial Day is supposed to be honored. It's a day to honor these heroes, these people who have fallen, but they remain in the heart of their loved ones, in the heart of the country, in the heart of everyone. These are the things that you should have posted on that day. I don't know if he's the one managing his page. It can never be him. This should be a media manager. But even at that, I feel that they should represent him better. Or do you think he's the one making it? It can't be him. No, it can't. Do you feel that he's the one telling them what to post? Because for God's sake, this is actually uncalled for, right? This is really uncalled for. And whoever you're talking about doesn't even care if you're there or not. Everybody's facing their life's query right now. I don't think this is the best place to make your political post, or it's not even the best day to make that kind of post, right? You can go ahead and post any other day and people won't even talk. But today of all day, that people actually that know how to keep the media talking. I think this is one of them, right? This is just one of them, because you can't tell me you don't know what else to post on Memorial Day aside posting whatever you posted in the first place, right? And a lot of his own people are also turning their back on it and like, no, this wasn't what we expected. you should have done better. This is not it, right? A lot of them actually begin to see the light. Okay, somebody said something that he want for people to unite. How true is that? Let me know what you think in the comment. How true is that? Like, does something need to really happen for unity to happen, right? Do you think that him winning is the reason why people are beginning to come together, or why people should even come together? Let me know what your thoughts are, guys, in the comment. Like, let's have that conversation in the comment section, and let me also know what you think about his Memorial Day post. Okay, in the first place, did you support it, or your team? No, this is not it. I have seen video of President Obama, doing Memorial Day and some of the things that people are saying that he wrote. But this, no. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys, in the comment. Let's just have that conversation in the comment section. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give the video a thumbs up. See you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Okay, bye.